Hello everyone, I'm Iron Phoenix and welcome to Stranded Deep, or welcome back to Stranded Deep I should say. I am just making some drinkable coconuts. So very simple, you get a coconut, you hit it repeatedly with your knife until it becomes a drinkable coconut, you click on it and then you throw it away. You can then hit them more with the knife to get a food source, so I'm just going to stick it down there. But today we're going to go exploring. So I've drunk about 3 coconuts so that my water's gone up, but without finding a bucket I can't really do much more, so I'm going to head over to that island there today, and I may never see what's there again, so I've got sort of the reasonably important bits in my inventory anyway, like the tarp and the knife and etc. So I've got some rope as well, some lashing, so we can make some make a hammer or something later on. But anyway, I'm going to go over to that island over there. So this is pretty much your mechanic for moving at the moment. There's a couple of upgrades you can do actually. So you can build yourself your own raft, and then you can add a sail to it, so that will allow for quicker travel. And then you can also add an engine to it. If you can find the parts, you can add an engine to it, and the way you find the parts is by exploring these wrecks, which, as I said in the last video, wrecks are a very good way of getting some very advanced tools and machinery. But the way you find the wrecks is sometimes there'll always be some kind of a visual cue. So over there, for example, I think that's either a large rock or it's a wreck. There's other things you can look out for as well. So the water will be sort of disturbed around a wreck, and you might see bits of wreckage popping up from the water as well. So these are the sorts of things that I'm looking for as I am paddling over here. I'm looking for signs that a wreck is near. Now I'm not getting those apart from what looks over there to be a wreck. So I'm gonna just park the boat up here for the moment. In early versions, the paddle and the boat were separate things, so it's quite interesting that you kind of just jump onto the raft and then there's a wreck there. And there might be another one nearby. Right, okay. So if we just see what we've got in here in this one first. So very simple swimming mechanic. And there is 2 sharks. They may not like me swimming around here. Flare gun. Excellent. Right, let's just swim back and grab the raft, because there are sharks in the water and sharks will attack you. I should probably get out the knife in case I'm attacked by a shark. You can get things like the spear gun and spears and spear gun and fishing stuff, so you can kill yourself a shark. But right now I've basically got a knife. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the raft anyway, and we'll go over to that wreck, and I'll show you the wrecks in a little bit more detail. That's right. So yeah, wrecks are really a mix between risk and reward. So while you're down there, you're going to be losing oxygen. And there's going to be sharks around, but yeah, the oxygen's the big thing. So you've got to kind of work out if it's worth looking further, essentially. Ooh. No, sometimes there's sort of stuff that just breaks the water and it looks like a wreck, but it actually isn't. But that is a wreck. I'm fairly confident about that. Boats differ in sizes, and I think somebody said that there was a plain one as well down there somewhere. But those sorts of things are very deep, and you're going to need scuba gear in order to get down there. But for things like this, so we've got a little bit of, you can see there's a little bit of disturbance. You'll see that if the wreck is deeper. But in this case, we've got a little bit of disturbance here, and we've also got a stick. Right, we've also got sharks, so we'll see how quick. So we've got tyres up on the deck, and there'll probably be some kind of a case inside. So, well, let's jump in. I'm not too bothered about the shark because, well, I'm just not too bothered about the shark. Right, there's nothing in that toolbox, and I've got to go up. Right. The other place to look. I've been stung by something, and that's the other thing that can happen. You can get stung by things, and it may make you not feel particularly very well. Yeah, I've been stung by some kind of a jellyfish or something. I'm sure it's fine. It's probably not fine. So yeah, you've got to watch out for things like urchins and the like. Right, if we quickly swim into here. Bucket. That's what I was basically looking for. Oh, I might be, yeah, I'm about to die. Bleeding and stung by a sea urchin. But you kind of get the idea about this game. These are the, the two big things with the game. You're dealing with the survival element on land, and you're also dealing with the exploration element in the sea. And it's a really interesting way of doing things, because in order to get the good stuff, you've got to go exploring. And in order to get the good stuff, you've also got that risk of being stung, being eaten by sharks, or whatever. Now, I've got to work out how you deal with being stung by things, because that rash is rather nasty. So, yeah, it's a decent game all in all. It is still in early access, and I haven't really shown any of the building mechanics yet. Maybe that'll be another video. Yeah. I think that's blood as well as... It kind of gives you all the information. If you've forgotten that you've been stung, you can basically just look at your arm and you're bleeding, and so the arm will show that you're bleeding. I think at this point we need to... Right, I can make bandages, I believe. Crude bandage. Yeah, cloth. I don't know how you make cloth. It's always possible that's something that I need to find. Or something that's not actually been implemented yet. But I've got no health. Right, let's eat a pear. Right, that's not really helped much. But we can now make a solar... Maybe this is where we set up camp. I mean, we've got a wreck over there. Yeah, okay, so next video, I think we're gonna have to do some building mechanics, because that's I guess the last element of this game, which will be the building stuff, and that will be sort of rather interesting to go into. So with that, I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.